Hi, today we are going to engrave a cabin sign. We have our piece of wood that our customer has already looked at and confirmed that that's what they want. First off, we need some masking tape. What I do is put this from one side to the next and make sure it's flat, there's no bubbles. And then we will show you how to engrave. Okay, so now that we have our tape on, I'm going to put this in our 80-watt CO2 laser. Turn the machine on. Checking to make sure that my lens length, my 9 millimeters. So I gotta put down my bed a little bit. I will put my laser at the top left. Now here is our sign. So I have it outlined in blue. That is the actual dimensions of the piece of wood that we have. So we're not actually engraving that line at all. So on light burn, you can use either T1 or T2, and that will not engrave. My settings I currently have for this type of cherry wood is 200 for speed, max is 45, power minimum 35, with interval of 0.10. So I'm going to see how long this will take. If you go up to this little computer screen here, it says 56 minutes, 56 and 47 seconds. I'm going to see if I can shorten this. I'm going to have everything set to a different color so that my laser will know to engrave one section at a time, rather than going from left to right, because that will take quite a long time. That's pretty good actually. Let's see what it tells us now. 50 minutes, so we actually saved 6 minutes already just by doing that. I could try even more. Let's see. It's 55 minutes, so I'm just going to change that back. Oops. All right, so now I'm going to make sure you do absolute quartz, just in case if for some reason your engraving did not work the first time, at least you can go back and press start and it will go back to where your image is, and it will redo it all over. So I went to move, press get position. Now my laser is showing right here. So I want to move this entire image to that laser. Alright, so now that we have this image lined up with the laser, I need to make sure that all these colors are engraving the exact same. So my original settings were 200, 45, and 35. I'll need to change this to match it. So one pass, 0.1 interval, 200, 45, 35, same and same. Perfect. So now I want to frame this to make sure it's getting on the actual board itself. So you'll see my board was not straight. So let's try it again. There, so that looks pretty straight. Another thing I want to check is I want to make sure that the top of my image and the bottom of my image and both sides are not touching any bark. So I will grab this tool here and I will click my highest point. My laser will move to there. Perfect, so it's not on the bark. I'm gonna go to my next highest point. Again, it's not on the bark. I'll go to the far right. I'll do the bottom of that image. Now I'll go to the middle, low point. So it's almost hitting the bark. So I will actually move that part of the image up a little bit because I do not want to burn on the bark. Now I'll go to my far left. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna move that one part. So now, I'm pretty good with that now. So that is the bottom of the date that I'm engraving. Okay, so now I have my whole image selected. I am almost ready to start. I just want to turn on my air, turn on my exhaust, make sure this is closed, and make sure your chiller is on. And now I'm ready to press start. So I just want to confirm on here, on this little computer screen, that yes, so all this is going to be engraved, so nothing extra landed on it. So 52 minutes is going to say. I will press start now. Everything is good. So our board is done. It took just under 48 minutes. During that time, I came down here and checked probably every 5 to 10 minutes and made sure that the water in the chiller was at the 20 to 22 mark. If it gets about 23 Celsius, we usually put ice in it to cool it down, but it was a good temperature throughout the whole engraving. So here's the final product. I'll turn off the exhaust and the air. Now we will take the masking off. So a good tool that I use is actually one of these, I don't know what they're called, the little picker things from Cricut. I use the sharp end just to, it's easier to take off the tape. Otherwise, you have yellow fingers for who knows how long. Alright, so now that all the masking tape is off, we are going to spray this with 3 to 4 coats on each side of this piece of wood with outdoor Varathane. Okay, so here is a Varathane that I use. It's diamond wood finish, water-based outdoor satin. It's non-yellowing. And this is really good for our winters here in Canada. And this will help this sign last a very long time. So just spray evenly. I also make sure I get the bark in each side. I'll let that dry for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'll do another coat, and we'll do 3 to 4 coats in total. Sorry, the rest of the recording did not work as audio was not captured, but here's the final look of our cabin sign. I sprayed the front, back, and sides with 4 coats of outdoor Varathane and is now ready to give to our customer. Hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel for new videos.